All right, everyone, we'll go ahead and hop into post game with Bud Black. We'll start with Owen. Go ahead, Owen.
Hey, buddy. I wanted to ask about playing at home and how hot you guys have been. It's the second best home record that the Rockies have ever had, and the best since the Humidor. Have you guys done anything different this year that is accounting for that? Is it something you're trying to make it more of an advantage?
No. I wish I had the answer for that, Owen. I don't. I just know that our guys, play with a great deal of confidence in this ballpark. I think our defense helps us in this ballpark. Our pitchers are tough as nails. They don't let the environment bother them. I think that's probably the biggest thing. I think as far as the team game, I think how we pitch here, as opposed to maybe our opposition. And I think offensively, our guys are comfortable here. There's a lot of room in the outfield. The ball flies, as you know. I think that lends to confidence. But again, that lends to confidence on the other side as well. I know that from being a visiting manager and coach, and even going back to my playing days, going to Mile High Stadium, how that affected our position players coming in here. That was always a good feeling. So, but no secret recipe, no magic potion. We play well here.
Yeah.
Total team game.
Yeah. And, obviously the pitching is better than ever. And Marquez tonight kept that going. Great quality start. Can you talk about that? And as well, the seventh inning on both sides, both, his experience and then the bounce back in the bottom of the seventh.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, Herman pitched great. And, there's, something else that you guys weren't aware of that happens during the course of a season. Herman was, stricken by some sort of bug. He was not feeling well all day. Diarrhea from early this morning, upset stomach, just didn't feel well. From the time he did his pregame to the time that he went out there in the first part of the game. The trainers, gave him some things to, stop the diarrhea as best they could. He was in a bad spot. He didn't feel great. But, I've told you guys, and, I've experienced it. You go out there 30, 35 times from April to October, you're not going to feel 100%. There's going to be at times, things that are bothering you more than other starts. But he showed his grit, no excuses, no complaints. It helped that he was very efficient. He threw the ball great. I thought he had a great two-seam sinker. His fastball was outstanding down the zone, got a lot of ground balls, good slider. He was efficient. I mean, look at the pitch count per inning, outstanding. And I think in the seventh, he'd been on the bases a couple of times. That's not the reason. I think maybe he just sort of hit a wall. And we've seen Herman, throw 100 pitches, 100 plus, and hold his stuff. Just got the ball elevated to Tatis on a high fastball. Cronenworth, hit a breaking ball that just didn't have the sharpness to it for the inside the Parker. Pham hit a 2-1 hanging breaking ball. That ball didn't have good finish. That might have been a little bit, again, Herman hitting the wall. And then the Hosmer, just ground ball up the middle. But again, efficient on a night that he was not 100%, but yet you saw the results. Our half started with a very, with a walk. They played the matchup game with Diaz against Trevor, 3-1 walk on a pitch away. Charlie, who's been swinging the bat great, as we've talked about, especially the second half. That Hill's tough, man. He's tough on lefties, and Charlie squared it up, drove the ball to center. Good swing. Crony again took a fastball away from him the other way. He's got all field power. Love the way we bounced back there. That was awesome. And then Machine, a good eighth, and Carlos a pretty uneventful ninth. So a lot of contributions, but to your point, I think the bounce back in the seventh after they got the momentum was huge for us.
And one quick follow-up: when a player's got flu symptoms these days, does COVID protocol require a test or anything like that?
I'm not sure what's going to happen post game, but probably.
Okay.
But these weren't really, what I don't know what symptoms are anymore. It's all over the map, but I'm sure there's going to be some testing going on.
Okay, thanks.
But we test often, and a lot of you guys don't know about it.
Right. Okay.
Danielle.
What was the concern level with Herman today? Was there any chance that he wasn't going to be able to make his start today?
No.
Thank you.
There was concern how long he was going to go, but no concern to start the game. And he showed his mettle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Larry Patrick.
Yeah, Betty, with 44 games thereabouts left to play, and a number of them at home, you're entrenched pretty solidly in fourth place. Do you see your team, the way it's playing good ball right now, being really a spoiler to a lot of the teams above you in all throughout the major leagues this year?
Larry, I talked about that this afternoon. Our goal is to win as many games as possible, no matter who we're playing. I think it's important for a lot of our guys to go into Dodger Stadium, to go into Philadelphia, to go into Atlanta in September, play the Giants in September, against teams that are, truly trying to nail down a playoff spot. In those environments, when we're on the road, the conditions around, a game that matters across baseball, the integrity of each and every game, what that means to other teams and the standings. We're up for that. I want Bowden, I want Gilbreth, Rogers, McMahon, Trejo, Hampson, Hilliard, Nunez, Gomber. I want those guys to experience that. I want those guys to experience how hard the other team is playing to fight to win. And our guys will fight as hard to win that game too. But it's good for them to see that, that level of play. And I'm looking to see how we handle that challenge. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for us to go into Atlanta, go into Philadelphia, to play those games. And those teams will come back here. The Phillies, we've already played the Phillies. The Braves will come back here. So that's what I'm looking for. Looking forward to seeing how we play in those games.
We talked about how, Charlie and CJ's home runs, they're coming back after San Diego was coming up on you. But Trevor Story, who didn't have as much offensively tonight, really came up with a great play.
Great play, great pitch by Shashin. The little soft looper off Christian's bat. Great play by Trev. Great jump. Great route. Showed his athleticism and talent with the jumping ability to snare it. Great play. You're right on, Larry. That's good. That was a run-saving play.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, buddy. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
We will